In this video, let us continue to solve problems based on the complex numbers. Alright, here we've got a problem which reads like this. It says, express the following in the form of a plus ib. And we have I to the power 9 plus I to the power 19, which has to be expressed in this form. So let's begin solving this problem. So you know that if there is an exponent to I which is greater than 4, all you have to do is just divide that exponent by 4 and see what is the remainder and replace this exponent by that remainder. For example, in this case, divide 9 by 4 and you see what is the remainder. You get 4 times 2 is 8 and the remainder is 1. So I to the power 9 can be written as I to the power 1 plus I to the power 19. Again, 19 has to be divided by 4 and you have 4 times 4 is 16 and your remainder is 3. So I to the power 19 is replaced by I to the power 3 and I to the power 1 is just I, and I cube is nothing but negative I. Well, you need to really remember what I is, I square is, I cube is, and I to the power 4 is. Only if you can remember all these 4 i's can you really solve problems based on complex number. If you really haven't understood how I cube is minus I, I'll quickly explain it to you, but I would suggest that you go back to the previous videos and do have a look at these. What are these i's equal to? In this case, I cube is written as I squared times I squared is minus 1 times I remains as I, and you have minus 1 times I is minus I. So that's how you get minus I here. So I minus I is nothing but 0, and if you have to express I to the power 9 plus I to the power 19 in the form of a plus ib, you got 0. All that you have to do is just write plus 0i. It is still 0, but you're just writing it in the form of a plus ib as the problem says. All right. So let's quickly solve another problem. All right, here we have another problem which again have to be expressed in the form of a plus ib. So it is 1 minus I to the power 4. Now what we'll do is we'll first write it as 1 minus I the whole square. All right. So first let's square 1 minus I. So 1 minus I the whole square is nothing but 1 squared plus I squared minus 2I. It's the same as a minus b the whole square is a squared plus b squared minus 2ab. That's exactly the formula that I've applied here. Now again square this. That's all you have to do. But before we straight away square this, what is I squared? I squared is minus 1, right? So 1 minus 2I the whole square. 1 minus 1 is 0. So all we are left with is minus 2I the whole square. And minus 2I the whole square is nothing but minus 2 times minus 2 is plus 4. And I squared is I squared. So what we've got is 4I squared. Again, let me continue the step here. 4I squared. So I squared is nothing but negative of 1. So 4 times negative of 1, which is equal to negative 4. So this is the answer of this if solved. But since you have to express it in the form of a plus ib, let's write it as minus 4 plus 0i. And here we have the answer for 1 minus I to the power 4 to be expressed as a plus ib. This is what it is. Alright, so that ends this problem as well as this video. I'll see you in the forthcoming videos with more such problems based on complex numbers. And before I'd like to conclude this, I'd like to remind you again that please do familiarize yourself with the values of I square, I cube, and I to the power 4 to save a lot of time while solving problems based on complex numbers.